United States, 80% of all natural disasters are flood-related. Almost every American faces some risk of flooding, while nearly 30 million live in floodplains where the chance of flooding is about 1 in 4 over the course of a 30-year mortgage. Some in these areas face even worse odds. In light of these pervasive and costly disasters, intensive partnerships have been forged between federal, state, and local authorities, between businesses, associations, and community leaders. One of these collaborations, being led by the Department of Homeland Security's Federal Emergency Management Agency, is improving our nation's ability to mitigate the damage and loss caused by floods. The federal government has been identifying flood hazards under the National Flood Insurance Program, or NFIP, since 1968, and began exploring the benefits of digital mapping several years ago. In 2004, FEMA embarked on an aggressive, multi-year, congressionally supported presidential initiative to update the nation's flood maps. Today, Flood Map Modernization, or LAMPmapmod, is transforming the way flood maps are created, viewed, and used. In addition to their floodplain management, flood insurance, and risk mitigation uses, flood maps are accessed more than 30 million times each year for planning and design activities, and for lending and real estate transactions. Up-to-date information about flood hazards is the first step in preventing and reducing losses. LAMPmod provides stakeholders and communities with maps and data that are more reliable, easier to use and maintain, and more readily available. This updated information is also an important planning tool for the more than 20,000 communities that participate in the National Flood Insurance Program. Modernizing the maps that serve over 90% of the U.S. population is an immense undertaking. To make it possible, FEMA has taken advantage of technological advances and developed a number of tools. One of these tools is the Mapping Information Platform, or MIP, a web-based technology that facilitates the management, production, extraction, and sharing of LAMPmod data. The MIP enables mapping partners and FEMA to maintain all flood map data in a central location, while providing access to maps and data and offering authenticated users the ability to create and maintain that data. FEMA's Digital Flood Insurance Rate Map, or DFIRM, production tools, deployed through the MIP, promote an efficient, quality-driven approach to database production, reduce production time, ensure data integrity, and make digital mapping technology more readily available. In addition to being a production and data storage tool, the MIP also aids in project management and accountability by providing FEMA and its partners with mapping project status using earned value management techniques. Another important tool of LAMPmod is the Multi-Year Flood Hazard Identification Plan, or MHIP, a flood map production schedule. By planning flood hazard mapping projects over several years, FEMA provides a venue for tracking progress, as flood hazard information is updated for the areas at greatest flood risk in the nation. Updates to the MHIP keep stakeholders and the public informed of FEMA's progress in LAMPmod and provide a collaborative venue to collect stakeholder feedback. FEMA's Map Service Center is the official government distribution center for digital and paper flood hazard mapping products, flood insurance study reports, and letters of map change. LAMPmod also integrates with other FEMA products and initiatives, such as HAZIS-MH, a dynamic multi-hazard risk assessment methodology. It is a powerful tool for analyzing and displaying potential losses from floods, as well as other natural hazards. The combined use of digital flood mapping data being produced by LAMPmod and the use of the HAZUS-MH allows communities and other stakeholders to ensure that better hazard mitigation and disaster response plans are in place, contributing to improved safety. Collaboration is a crucial aspect of MapMod, and the alliance of associations, private entities, and all levels of government play an important role in realizing the program vision. By developing and maintaining effective partnerships, leveraging resources, and using proven technologies, FEMA is well on its way to completing a solid framework to sustain the mapping component of the NFIP. Through these partnerships and framework, MapMod is delivering updated quality-driven digital flood hazard data, opening doors to a world where flood risk is objectively quantified, tracked, and systematically reduced. Since floodplains are dynamic, your awareness of flood risk through modernized map data is essential to protecting your property. By taking action yourself and supporting your community's floodplain management efforts, you can reduce long-term risks significantly. FEMA's digital flood maps provide communities with a valuable resource. Communities can use MapMod data to plan for and mitigate risk. Training, outreach, and education provided at the local level promotes better understanding of flood hazards and how to use the information for sound floodplain management decisions. Only by working together can we reduce the nation's vulnerability to flooding.